Hi, I'm Emese and I'm here to tell and show you how much my digital product Etsy shops made in the month of September 2022. Things were still not as good as I hoped that they would be, but I see that we are finally moving in the right direction regarding the sales. Also, I noticed that there are a lot more people selling in my niche with the editable template shop, and they are selling 50% below my prices, and they are offering more templates than me. I don't know how it is sustainable and profitable for them, but they are obviously taking some of my market share. I create these videos each month so that you can see the potential behind the digital products Etsy shops, and I'm starting to experiment at the end of this month or beginning of next month with some other digital products as well. So if you would like to see that, please consider subscribing to my channel. I believe that they will be very good videos and you can learn from them. And without any further ado, let's hop into the income report. Before I show you my computer screen, I just would like to mention that I have two digital product Etsy shops. In the first one, I sell editable templates that can be edited on the Canva platform, and in the other one, I sell printable PDF. I have there a variety of different file types, but mostly PDFs and planners and stuff like that. First, I'm going to show you the editable template shop, then we will move on to the printable planner shop. Here we are in the statistics dashboard, and let's take a look at the numbers. So in the month of September, as you can see, I set it from 1st of September to the 30th of September, so 30 days. And if we take a look at the visits, we can see an 8% increase in the visits compared to last year. Let's compare it for a second. The black line is this year and the gray line is last year. So as we can see, we have the more visits than last year. We had 513 orders, which is 33% less than last year. In 2021, when I came out with this big digital product line, they were editable templates, and I was the only one or the second to this niche. But this year, as I mentioned it earlier, there are a lot more people competing in this niche now that I'm selling these editable templates in, so that's why I consider this decrease in the number of orders and consequently in the value of the revenue as well, as we will see just in a few minutes. So if we take a look, for example, the 2nd of September, in 2021 I had 34 orders, and in 2022 I only had 19. And there are many days when the gray line is above the black one, which means that last year I had more orders than this year. And this is a huge difference here. As you can see on the 29th, I had 15 orders this year and last year I had 39. That must have been a really good day last year. We will take a look at the revenue as well. The conversion rate fell. It was 3.3 or even higher last year, I think. But we were averaging 3.3 in the first part of this year. But as you can see, there are days when I had almost 5% conversion rate. Yeah, 5.8 here on the 19th. Now let's take a look at the revenue, and this is the sad part. As you can see, the orders last year were very unpredictable, and this year they were lower. But I can see some patterns as well. Here in the middle of September, there is a big dip in both years. But in 2021, I made considerably more money in September than I did this year. Here you can see on the 22nd, I made 241 euros last year, and this year I only made 91. And let's see another one here. I almost made 300 euros last year, and this year I barely hit 100. So yes, it was a more difficult month than last year. And that tells me also that my sales fell by 33%, and my revenue fell consequently 33%. I'm not very happy about it, but I'm trying to get over it and focus on new strategies with which I can make even more money in the future. It requires lots of work, and I will update you as we go along the months, and I will tell you what I did and what worked and what didn't work when I tried to scale my business. Let's take a look at the traffic sources. Etsy brought 72% and I brought 28%. It's about the same as usual. Now what we can see is that the social media It's not at 80% down because it's only 70% down. I turned back on the Pinterest ads and I plan to do even more ads. If you're interested in a few videos on how I manage my Pinterest ads and how I set them up and everything, leave a comment down below and I will consider creating a whole separate video about that. What this page tells me that the Etsy app is bringing in more and more traffic, so I will try to optimize my shops more for mobile users. That is one piece of my strategy that I plan to implement, and this means that I will design my listing images in a way that it will appeal more on a mobile device. They will look good on a desktop computer as well, but I'm thinking that they have to look extra good on a mobile device. Now let's move over to the finance tab. The numbers are as follows. They're not as pretty as I want them to be, but this is the hard truth. You have better months and less good months, and the sales are fluctuating and everything, but we still made some money and I was still able to cover all of my expenses for September. October is another story because I'm going back on payroll after 2 years of maternity leave. We will see how the sales are going, but I really hope that I can at least cover all of my expenses and I don't have to dip into some of the reserves that I built up over the years. We had 3,483 euros in sales. We didn't have any refunds and we had VAT and the sales tax deducted from this number. Let's check the marketing. As you know, I reduced my marketing budget. And here are the numbers. We spent 256 euros on Etsy marketing. In the month of October, in the first week or the first 10 days, I spent 10 euros a day. And now I reduced it to 8. And I'm considering to reduce it even further. So 256 euros on Etsy ads, 49 euros on Etsy offsite ads. I don't have any control over these as Etsy charges me when someone makes a purchase through a Google or a Yahoo or some kind of other ad that they are running in my name. I'm not doing that. And we have the standard Etsy Plus subscription fee. And now the fees. We had listing fees of 140 euros, transaction fees of 227, and processing fees of 304 euros. And the grand profit for the month of September for the editable template shop is 2,500 euros, which is really good when you don't have your expenses as high as I have. In my previous video about my monthly expenses, I talk in detail about the expenses that I have as a digital product Etsy seller. I think that my expenses are higher than the typical digital product Etsy seller because I pay employees out of the revenue that I get, and I have a car and stuff like that that I get through my business because I have tax deductions and VAT deductions because of that. But yes, these are the numbers for the editable template shop. And now let's move over to the printable planner shop. I will show the numbers from my phone. And let's talk about those numbers as well. I will put the screenshots right here so you can see them. For the printable planner shop, we are looking at the visits now. And Etsy is saying that my visits decreased by 23%. We have a huge jump on the 25th, I believe, or 24th. I don't know why. But otherwise I have a steady 300 visits a day. Let's see, we had 77 orders. An average of 4 to 5 orders a day. We had one day, as I can see, where I didn't have any orders, and this is a decrease by 55%. I started working on the listing images and they will slowly be appearing in the shop in the month of October, beginning of November. So we have progress here. Conversion rate is usually the same, around 1%. If we average it out, it was 0.9, well, close enough. And my revenue decreased 44% compared to last year, which means that this year I made 445 euros. This is the revenue before all the fees are deducted. And last year this means that I made around 800. So yes, that's what is happening. About the traffic sources, 62% were brought by Etsy and I brought 38%. And here is the same thing as well. I need to optimize the images for the mobile devices because the amount of traffic that I get from mobile devices is increasing, so that's where I think I should put my focus. And let's take a look at the monthly statement as well. It says right on the top that I made 347 euros in profit last month in September, which is very good because I didn't put in too much energy into managing that shop, but I got the badge for the 5-star reviews, not for the speedy replies, but for the reviews. I got the badge and I'm really happy about it. I need to put more effort into that shop. And we made 439 euros in sales. We didn't have any refunds, and we had VAT and sales tax deducted. And for the fees, we had 79 euros, out of which 12 were listing fees, 28 transaction fees, and 41 processing fees. And on marketing, we spent 12 euros. There were some offsite ads and the Etsy Plus subscription, of course. Now, let's do a quick summary. In the month of September 2022, I made 2,504 euros from the editable template shop, 347 euros from the printable planner shop. This means that in total I made 2,851 euros. These are after the fees, which were 978 euros in the editable template shop and 92 euros in the printable planner shop, which means that I paid a grand total of 1,070 euros in fees. If we add up the fees and the profit, we will get the total revenue for the month, which was 4,021 euros in revenue before all of the fees. If I didn't have to pay the fees, I would be very happy with that number, but unfortunately Etsy takes the fees automatically, or if they wouldn't, then they would charge it on my business card. So anyways, the grand profit that we made was 2,851 euros. It's not very good. As you saw, it is about a 35% decrease overall compared to last year, which means that last year I made about... Let me check how much I made in September 2021. I quickly checked my accounting software and it says that last year I got into my bank account, so after all of the Etsy fees, 4,254 euros. So there is quite a big difference there, about 1,500 euros difference. Well, I cannot do anything about it now because September is over. But going forward, I am putting in more work. I have a plan in mind. I will update you in my next report how it went. Thank you very much for watching this far. Please comment it gets better in the comment section down below. And I really hope that it will get better as the months go along. If you liked this video and you find it insightful, interesting, entertaining, please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing to my channel and hit the notification bell so you will never miss another video in which I talk about how much money I make on Etsy, digital products, making money online, and business finance. See you in the next one. Bye bye!